Hey you guys, it's your girl My Power Source, and today we're going to be giving a reading for Libra for the month of February 2024. This reading is not just for February, nor is it just for 2024. This is just when I intend on releasing it and making it for you guys. Alrighty, so we're just going to jump straight into your reading. I do feel like there's going to be some adjustments that you'll have to make. There is some type of adjustments that you're making right now in your life. I see you moving around. I see you possibly even traveling. I see something here with adjustments though, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your message. We're going to be using the Mystical Forest Tarot deck. I love this deck so much. Alrighty. California could also be significant. Something to do with traveling also. I'm getting something too about your health. Something about your health could be changing. Your state of health could be changing. Maybe you're starting to watch what you're eating. Watching certain health habits. Virgo energy. You could be a Libra Virgo cusp. This is for all Libra and 7th house placements. Let's see what's going on for my Libras. I'm getting to get a really good if you're you need to get a really good stretch. So this could be body. Get a really good look at something. I feel like you need to really review something right now in your life. Something needs to be extremely reviewed. So if this is like you're going to go buy a house, look at this house like 85 times. Let's say you're dating someone. Examine who this person is or what's really going on in a situation. There is something here about just really observing something thoroughly and just kind of just checking all of the boxes. All right, let's get into your cards. I'm getting to a sense of like perfectionism. So this could be a little bit of Virgo in energy. Maybe you keep going back to something. I feel like you keep going back to something. The Ace of Cups. But you have something here new. Interestingly enough, there's something here that you may keep going back to, but you don't have to with this Ace of Cups. There's something new coming in here. For some of you, I feel like you going back to the past could possibly be a sign that something new is coming in. So maybe you're just reviewing the past. Yeah, like how this bird looks in this card. Maybe you're just reviewing the past, looking back at how far you came, looking back at what you used to do, or looking back at what you, I don't know, whatever. But you're moving forward. You're in like this new energy, this new fresh energy at that. There's a lot of newness coming in for you. Did you know that, Libra? Newness. I also got on a Libra color today, a gray. You got a lot of newness coming in, and I feel like you're starting to recognize it, and maybe that's why you keep going back to the past. You also have the 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like the moment sometimes it's really good to go back to the past. Also too, because we just had a Vedic new moon in Cancer, and Cancer talks about our roots. Cancer also talks about the past. It's really good to go back to your roots. It's really good to revisit your hometown. It's really good to just revisit how far you came, who you are, what you've grown from. That's always good, especially with this 10 of Pentacles here being in the reverse. It's like it came out reverse. I wanted to pull it up right, but now that I look at it from this different perspective, this is Virgo energy. But I'm thinking with this 10 of Pentacles here being in reverse, this does talk about like abundance and all of these things, but sometimes it may not be yours. Like it's almost like walking into a store. You walk into this store and it's not yours. Like you get to look at all of these things. You get to look at all of these items. You work at this store, but these things aren't necessarily yours. So I feel like you're in this energy where you're starting to embrace newness. You're starting to embrace new opportunities. You're also starting to embark on newer opportunities. I am at work, so I keep looking to the side just to make sure, no one is coming in here or whatever. But you're just starting to embrace newness, which is really healthy at the moment. Wow, the Tower. So I feel like something here is coming in unexpected for you. And I feel like you don't necessarily know what this is, obviously, because it's the Tower. But what's coming in for you is a mindset shift. Your mind is changing about something. The way that you used to think about something, or the way you were wrapped around something from the past, the way you were wrapped around this, it's like you're leaving your roots. And in this Tower card, you're literally falling from a tree. And we were just talking about roots. So for you right now, Libra, for the month of February, this change of perspective, what's going on in the head mentally, this is really, really leveling you up. This is actually really helping you. It's so crazy because I feel like you keep going all the way to the back, like all the way back to the past. And I feel like the more you go back, the more this is helping you move forward. And this is almost like childhood. This could be childhood trauma. This could be childhood whatever. This is helping you move forward. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Nothing that you are doing right now is in vain. Everything that you find yourself going back to, all of these journeys that you've been walking through, all of these things that you've been witnessing, all of these things that you have been experiencing, none of this has been done in vain. I see sometimes something for you so big that you'll even get to this point where you feel like this isn't enough. The Hierophant wanted to come out in the reverse. I feel like too, again, even though you're getting to somewhere, you're still going back to something. And that's okay, because sometimes this Cancer moon teaches us. Ooh, and look what card is here. Sometimes this moon teaches us how important it is to go back. But I don't think you're going to go back and stay. I think you're going to go back, and this is going to remind you where you are in the first place, or why you're choosing this newness, or why you've chosen this path, why you've chosen this route in the first place. So it's just one of those situations where you're reviewing, you're stopping and reviewing. You know, sometimes that's what we have to do. You know, we don't have to ignore it. We don't have to push it under the mat. We just simply need to review it. We need to acknowledge things. As long as you acknowledge something and you don't try to hide it and you take accountability, it seems like you're taking accountability, and this accountability, not only is it allowing you to let something go, something new is coming in. Wow, the Three of Cups. I told you. It's to the point where what used to be no longer is, but who you are and who you're meeting and what you're starting to do is aligning you with who you are, not who you used to be. Because imagine you keep going back to the past, and now you keep attracting people from who you used to be and not who you are now. All right. That's the importance of making sure that you're being authentic and true to yourself. So what's this Tower card? I don't put a lot of emphasis on these cards because the truth is the message always comes. The cards are just a tool. Astrology is just a tool. These don't really have any meaning. You know what I'm saying? We put meaning into it. We put energy into it, but it's not the card that's delivering you this message. Okay? And I feel like your mindset is changing about something. You're realizing that the mind is everything. The Four of Cups in the reverse. Yes, I know it seems small, and I know it seems like some people don't realize what your mind is your biggest flex. It's your biggest tool. You change your mind, you change your life. Forget changing anything else. You change your mind, you change your life. Okay? Nine of Cups. You on a higher vibration. Okay? Like I said, this Ten of Wands, all that energy, everything that happened was not done in vain. Okay? So the Nine of Cups, you're getting what you want, okay? And I knew that from this beginning. The very first card being the Ace of Cups, I already knew you were getting what you want. See, let me tell you something about going back to the past. That means you're embracing your emotions. This new moon, this full moon that was just in Cancer, all it was telling us was to embrace our emotions. January 25th, 2024. Even when you're watching this, there could be some type of Cancerian influence around you, a Cancer around you. You could have Cancer placements, even check your 4th house, whatever this is. It's all it was asking you to do was to embrace it. All you've been needing to do was to embrace it. Now you're moving on up. You moving on up, okay? You moving on up. Okay, so 2 cards came out. I don't know which one I want to pick. We got the 2 of Swords, that's a Libra card, and we got the Star. Okay, Libra. Yeah, what are you going to do? We have the 9 of Wands and the Empress. What are you going to do, Libra? It looks like you have, yeah, I see something. I just got a notification. I see something growing for you. I see something healing also. Remember I said something about your health and your routine? The Star talks about health, healing, and routine. You used to be very rigid, and that rigidness wasn't good for you because, Libra, you're a cardinal sign. You need to know when to act. You need to know when to stop. You don't do well in just one. You do well in whichever makes the most sense. You're healing. So, Libra, what it all comes down to is you have the choice to, well, the only way to go is up. Okay, with the 2 of Swords and the Star, the only way to go is up. There isn't anything else. There isn't no other way else to put this. The only way to go is up. And that's pretty much what your message is saying. Okay, so, because, you know, with the 9 of Wands being at the bottom of the deck, what this tells me is if you decide to go back or if you decide to be rigid, all you're doing is putting yourself through more stress, and you've already went through enough. So if you put yourself through more stress, being that you've already went through enough, that's just you being naive, and that's just giving Sun being debilitated in Libra vibes, and sometimes that's what you do. Sometimes, Libra, you stick in situations longer than you need to, like you crazy, and you're not. You know, you're beautiful, but if you don't recognize the only way to go is up, you know, you fall. And you got to do it all over again. So it's up to you. If you don't recognize that this is a pattern that you're in, this is a cycle, this is cyclic, then that's on you. But I see you deciding to heal. And I think that's what you should do. For whatever reason you're going back and forth with yourself about healing, I don't necessarily get that, but it does look like you decide to heal in the month of February. And this is also a leap year. And February is starting that energy of Aquarian. So, I mean, hey, the energy is there for you, Libra. I see Aquarius season really liberating you. We're still in Capricorn season, but I see Aquarius season essentially liberating you, helping you heal. You need this. You need this. You needed this discipline, okay? I feel like Capricorn season has really been giving to you. And I think Aquarius season puts you in this energy that puts you back into your place. But don't let it put you in this place to where you get confused. Let it liberate you. Okay? You need to liberate yourself. Okay? Alrighty. Well, it's your girl, my power source. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you on another one. Peace.